It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, these Steelers, one of the most successful franchises of the Super Bowl era. They're searching for their 7th title.
And their last one, Super Bowl 43 over the Cardinals in dramatic fashion. And you know they'd like to win this one to honor the great Franco Harris, who we lost back in 2022.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've had their share of success in this game, in this new millennium. 2 wins over the Patriots, but this is a new group looking to make their mark.
Yeah, you think about Eli Manning, Michael Strahan, Victor Cruz. That group's moved on. This is a new group of Giants trying to leave their legacy on New York football.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Oh, no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's Pickett on 2nd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Here we go, set.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Mond throwing on 2nd down. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Let's go. Check you.
Again, it's Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In motion, Slayton.
Ready.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Second and 6. Mond going to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett now from the gun here. Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Pickett.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Azeez Ojulari
From that outside linebacker spot, gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll try the right side with Harris. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, here's Mon. And this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Mon. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Mon looks to throw. That is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Mon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Mon. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Smash. Smash.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Mon. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Gano's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now. Strike. Strike. Set. Go.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mon's throw taken in by Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action, Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Pickett back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony Schwartz, 66 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. That ball caught by Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run it again with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
Line
go.
of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Check, strike, set.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, check mega. Hut.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts
Here we go.
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Monstro complete here to Waller.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready. Cycle. Ready.
Bond going to throw it.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's third and a few inches. Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. One final shot for Pickett.
And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.